Okay, ma'am. We are live now. Students will join later.
Hi, Manisha. Am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Sir, yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Monisha, let's do it. I believe you are listening, and maybe there will be some noise. Because of that, you are just not responding. I believe so. Okay. My health is also not that good. So, today I won't be able to stress that not that much. But it's okay. We'll just see what I can do. Okay. So, as usual, we'll be starting with some we'll be starting with some mains questions, because for this exam mains is equally important than equally important as compared to the prelims. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Monisha, you saying something? Hello.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
My voice is not audible.
Sir, wait, I think in my phone that's problem. I will join again.
Okay, okay, man. Monisha, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's. Yesterday, how many questions we have discussed from this particular
Three questions. Only one.
three?
Yeah.
1 second. Let me open it in Edge. So you can see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. If so, let's let's start by question number 4, which is which is the which is asking elaborate the scope and significance of supply chain management of agricultural commodities in India. This is very straightforward. Okay, you may start by explaining, like, the logistical cost of agriculture, which is like 40 percentage of the total GDP. Okay, that is a data that you can use to start this particular thing. Okay, and you can that should be your introduction. Okay, your introduction is ready. Now the scope, okay, then you can just talk about the challenges, even if it is not asked, just write challenges also. Then, as I told, there should be a way forward and a conclusion. Okay, so Monisha, could you
Yes, sir.
please write this question number 4 as an homework and submit me? I think I haven't evaluated the last answer you have submitted to me, right?
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
Yes, I will submit along with that. I will resubmit
okay, no
the
problem.
thing.
You can, yeah, you do one thing, no? Like, you can just text me. I mean, if I am like in 24 hours, within 24 hours, if I'm not submitting the answer, you may please text me again. Then I will just submit it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Don't hesitate to do those kind of things because I am that guy who will do things only if I'm having push. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay,
then
sir.
this question, the fusion energy program in, okay, this is like a IR thing, sorry, science and technology thing. Okay. So this is ecology and environment, terrorism, security. Yeah. Explain how fiscal health index can be used as a tool for assessing the fiscal performance of states in India. Okay, in what way would it encourage the states to adopt prudent and sustainable fiscal policies? Okay, they are talking about the fiscal health. It's a current affair actually. Okay, yes. I'm so sorry, Monisha. I'm not able to bring my whole energy right now because I'm having that vomiting. I think I got a food poisoning. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So yes. This one. Okay. So let's do one thing. I will. Can I give you two questions? Can you write two questions?
Yes, sir. I will write it.
Okay. I will tell you something. Okay. You should be. Okay, you should. Everybody who is listening to this particular lecture. So the question number.
And Pranshul
Okay.
is here. Mm.
Branch is also here. Very good. Very good. Okay. So both of you, like, which is the question that I was. Yes. Question
Fourth
number four.
question.
Yeah, fourth question and 16th question. Okay, question number 4 and question number 16. Right. Yeah, 16. That is 2025. Question number 4 and question number 16. What you have to do is you people have to write and submit to me. So I'm not just putting you, like, what you can do is, first of all, paste this particular question into chat GPT or maybe any other AI tools or something where you are very used to do. Then collect as much as values, data, okay, points, dimensions, okay. Then you can also use the Google. You can Google things. If you want, you can also watch any lectures. Okay, you can do as much as research. Okay, as much as research regarding this particular topic. Okay, so what you have to do is, after researching, you can make a note. Okay, you can make a note. Once that note is made, then you have to, okay, study that. Okay, once everything is done, take 20 minutes. 20 minutes is bit, it's a more minute are there, like more time is there, but still take 20 minutes. Okay, take 20 minutes and write both the question at the same time. I mean, you just take a piece of paper. Okay, I mean, maybe this 51 will be having 3 people. The 10 marker should be having 2 paper, total 5 paper. You on the stopwatch, okay? You just take the questions, okay? Then in 20 minutes, you have to write both of them, okay? After 20 minutes, you should not write anything. By 20 minutes, you need to conclude whatever you are writing. You need to pause and you have to send that to me so that I can check your answer writing structures. Okay? If you are doing like this, you won't be facing any issues regarding the content. So I can check others, your structuring, your way of presentation. Okay? If you are doing this thing, the content part may not be a problem for you. Okay? The content part won't be a problem for you. So you can just learn the thing, okay? Do Google. You can even take one day. I mean, tomorrow maybe by noon only you can write this exam. Write this test of 20 minutes. Up to that time you can study this thing. No problem at all. Why? Because these two topics are a very important topic. You can just write them. I mean, just study them so that that portion will be clear for your mains also. Okay, so please do this because I'm lacking very low energy today, so I'm not going to discuss much question. Okay, don't cut the call. Don't cut the call. We are not stopping the class. Okay, I will take the there is submit 100 is happening. That means in 100 days we need to climb the submit. We need to finish the submit. So let's talk about some content. Okay, so we have to discuss about the international organization. Okay, international organization. So before that, let's do few PYQs. Okay, 1 second. Let me on the PYQ. Okay. So this question is visible, right? 2022.
Yes, sir.
Rapid financing. Yeah. So yes, tell me, what can be the answer? Pranshu, what can be the answer?
Development Bank.
Okay. What about Pranshu?
Sir, no idea.
Okay, you should. I'm telling you, you should answer. Take any logic, or maybe there are not that room for logic here, but still you have to come up with an answer. If that is the case, which one you will be marking correct?
Maybe IMF.
IMF. Okay. What about Monisha? You are saying ADB, right?
Yes, sir.
Actually, it is IMF. Okay. It is IMF. Let's we need to discuss something. Okay. So regarding IM, okay, like this question can be repeated again. Okay. This rapid. Okay. This rapid. Just make a note. I haven't attached that thing in my slide. So just make a note that what I'm writing here. Okay, that is going to be very important for your exam. Okay, so yeah, rapid financing, rapid financing. Okay, instrument, rapid financing instrument. Okay, what it is? It is a rapid financing instruments is a provision. Okay, it's a financing provision which is available to member countries of IMF. Okay, member countries of IMF who are facing urgent BOP crisis. Who are facing urgent BOP crisis. That is, they who is facing who need urgent money to solve this BOP crisis. Okay, it is a rapid financing instrument. It is a facility by IMF which is provided to the member countries. Okay, who are in need of who need money to solve their BOP crisis. Not BOP crisis, we can say, yeah, BOP crisis. Okay. All right. Then similarly, the other one, that is rapid credit facility. Rapid credit facility. Okay, you should be very clearly knowing it. It is credit facility. They are giving some money, like as a credit. Okay, for whom we will give credit? To the low income countries. This is the key word. Okay, the low income countries. Okay, who are facing BOP. Okay, this is the difference between RFI and RCF. Okay, so RFI is for all the member countries, but RCF is for low income member countries. Okay, low income, low income, low income credit, low income countries. Okay, yes, this is the major difference between RCF and RFI. Okay, so this you should be knowing something, like whenever there is this IMF in an option, the probability of this particular option to be correct is very high. That is, there will be a question on IMF every year. So if you are confused with the options given, and if one of the confusing option is IMF, you can just mark the IMF itself, because the probability this IMF questions mostly ask every time. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about G20. The second question. Once you people read this one, you can unmute yourself and speak. Yeah, nobody's saying answer. Why?
So two is right. So maybe B or C.
Actually, it is C. Okay. So why? Because during that time, there was a like in 2022, Chad. The Chad become the official member of. Chad become the official member, like first country. Okay, not the first country. They asked this facility, like they asked to the G20 to restructure their loan. This is a great news back then. Okay, that is the reason why this particular question asked here. So it is an initiative induced by G20 together with Paris Club. You know what is Paris Club?
It is
What is Paris Club?
environment agreement. That is Paris Agreement.
No. It's like there is G20, right? Okay, there are G20. There are rich nations. Okay, there are the rich nation. This Paris Club actually is casual group, or we can say like it's an informal group. Okay, informal group which is having creditors, the people who are lending monies, the countries which are lending monies. Okay, and also it's a group of creditors actually. This Paris Club. Okay, which may include the countries that is giving money, that is the rich ones, maybe China, USA, UK, India also can be. Okay, so we need to know whether India is a member of Paris Club. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
India is a member.
Paris Club. No. No.
Actually, that is the thing. India is not a member. Okay, I have wrote China here also. I think China is also yeah, there is no China also. Paris Club in G20, Paris Club, India and China are not there. Okay. Yes. I don't think those kinds of questions will be repeated again. This one you don't need. Yeah. 2020 gold trench.
Loan system. A option.
Use the techniques that I have provided to you.
B option then.
Yeah. I totally like. What is gold trench? Okay, I will tell you. See, there are quotas. Okay, the IMF has quotas. IMF have quota which the member country can take as loan. Okay, in that quota, certain percentage which in order to get loan, the member countries have to follow certain conditions. Okay, in order to there should be structural adjustments in your economy. Those kinds should be maintained. That is, there should be some adjustments which is required for the organization, which is required for the nations to oblige in order to get loans. That is the criteria of IMF. That is, here is IMF. Okay, if you need loan from IMF, you means the country need to follow the conditions. Okay, so this gold trench means what it is, a certain percentage which can be accessed without any condition. Without any condition. That is called gold trench. Okay, so What is this? Quota is the which the member country can take as a loan. Whenever you are taking a loan from the IMF, you should do some structural adjustment or some conditions will be there, and there are certain percentage of the quota which can be accessed without any conditions. Okay, so that percentage is called gold tranche. Okay, yeah, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do other question. It is a credit system granted by IMF to its members, which can be accessed without much. It can be accessed without much what conditions. Okay. See again, G20 question is there. Okay, that is an IR thing. We don't want to get into this. Yes, we'll talk about this with reference to Asian infrastructure investment banks. With reference to Asian infrastructure investment banks question. You can unmute yourself.
So A.
Yeah.
Okay. What about, okay, you both of you are saying A.
Sure.
Okay. Yes, why?
Because maybe India one of the largest shareholder,
Super. Okay. Then.
and we have other members also. I heard somewhere else. There is not only Asian members.
Yeah, super.
So
So you
option is
people are
more
getting,
than.
correct, super. So you people are getting the knack to solve the PYQs. Super. I mean the question. Let's talk about Asian Infrastructural Investment Bank. Okay. So first of all, what is the purpose of this particular bank? Okay. These banks, okay, are developed to improve the social and economic conditions of Asian continent. Okay, that is the first point that you want to know. That is the aim, the mission of this particular bank was to improve the social and economical condition of Asian continent. Okay, that is the first thing that you want to know about. Second thing, Beijing. Okay, the Beijing is the headquarters of Asian Infrastructural Bank. Okay, you should note this. Maybe they can ask questions from on this thing. They will say like instead of Beijing they say Shanghai or maybe Manila or Philippines, like that they can also ask question. So you should be knowing that also. Okay. Then we should not know, like there are less, I think there are 97 or 98 members. 97 members. Okay, 97 members, and okay, this is a crucial thing. India is the second largest shareholder. They can ask this statement again. They can ask this one. You should not confuse it. Okay, India is the second largest shareholder, but India is the first largest, or we can say like the largest borrower. You should not confuse that. Okay. India is the largest, second largest borrower. Okay. But India is the, okay, India is the largest borrower. Okay. You should be knowing this also. If, sorry guys, yeah. If this is the case, okay, we should know which country will be the largest shareholder of AIIB. What do you think? Who can be Asian Infrastructure Bank? Who can be if India is the second largest, who can be the largest shareholder?
China.
Of course, China. Okay, approximately 50%. Okay, sorry, not 15, not 50, not 15. It's like less than 15. Okay, China is the largest shareholder. You just know that. Okay, it can be like China. Okay, then India. Then who can be? Any guess? It's a Russian thing. Who can be the other one? Next one.
Russia.
Exactly. Yes, Russia. Okay. This is the ranking. Okay. Then actually, you know why this one is developed? Actually, China gave this one in order to enable this. You know this BRO. Sorry, not BRO, not Border Road Organization. It is initiative One Belt, One Road of China. Okay, it is like China planning to road connectivity towards 65 countries. Okay, for that they need money. In order to enable that money, they have established this AIIB. Okay, you can call this B or also known as BRI, Belt and Road Initiative. Are you guys aware about it? Sorry, not guys are there. You people aware about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is one of the important organizations that we need to know about. Okay. Our Bangalore Metro Rails and all. This Bangalore Metro. Okay. Our Bangalore Metro. Then there is one fund called Indian Infrastructural Fund. Okay. These are created by AIIB. Okay. These are the important facts you should be knowing about AIIB. Okay. Yes. So if we are solving this again, AIIB has more than 80 members. Yes, it is having like 95 plus members. India is the largest shareholder. No, India is the second largest shareholder. AIIB does not have any members outside India. Definitely not. There are a lot of members outside the. There are a lot of members who are outside the. Outside the what? Who are outside the Asia. Okay. So yes, that is what we need to know. Okay. Yeah, come on, do it. Easy question. Come on. Is it tough, this question?
D.
Okay, what about Monisha? Monisha, you are not here? Pranshu, Monisha is not here?
She's there, sir.
Okay, yeah. So fine. The answer is WTO. Okay, WTO is the answer. Regarding this thing, okay, I need to talk a lot. When we are discussing about WTO separately, we will be discussing. Okay, people, 1 minute. I'll come now. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry people, that poison is just taking me all the time. Yeah. So, okay, regarding this question, okay, we have done this question, right? So the answer is WTO. I'm not explaining about WTO because WTO, IMF, and World Bank, we need to dealt it in 3 different days because it is very important for us. Okay. So I think it's enough that we have done with the PYQs. Let's learn some content. Okay.
So if you are not well, we can continue tomorrow.
No, man, we'll just finish it. Like, I'm okay. I mean, I'm not, I mean, I'm tired, but I need to finish this. Okay. It's all right. Okay. So, we'll be talking about international organization. Before that, let's discuss something very interesting. Okay. So, it was the period of 1942. Okay, 1942 to 1945, what was the condition? The world was witnessing what the world was witnessed. We had already witnessed the World War II, which is considered as one of the most devastating wars of the times. Okay, after that, the people, especially the the political powers of USA and the West have realized that the war is going to benefit nobody. So that they need to build a system which will make sure that the World War III won't be happening. Okay, with this intention, the government all around the world initiated. They joined a congress. Okay, in and they have concluded that the trade can be an alternative as well as a potential tool to the curtail the cancer of World War III. On that line, okay, they started the idea of globalization. Not only that, they started the idea of globalization. Sorry, they started the idea of globalization. At the same time, okay, the the United Nations, with the support of United Nations, the Bretton Woods institutions were established in 1944 at the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference held in Bretton Woods. Okay, after the Second World War, delegates from 43 countries met to help rebuild the shattered post-war economy and promote international economic cooperation. Create a new international monetary system to ensure a forex rate system, prevent competitive devaluation, and promote economic growth. That means there is something called the idea of capitalism. Okay, the idea of capitalism. The idea of capitalism is always what? Fair competition. Okay, fair competition. The institutions like IMF, okay, and World Bank. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Up to here, I was just discussing about the introduction of WTO. It's not the introduction for the Bretton Woods system. I'm so sorry. The trade things is related to the WTO. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, the okay, yes. Forget everything that I have discussed right up to here. Okay, yeah, I will be explaining it once again. So we all know that after the World War II, the world was moving towards a transition. The transition which require, like, which require a huge support to recover from the huge support for the post-war recovery. That is what is written here. After the Second World War, delegates from 43 countries met to help rebuild the shattered post-war economy and promote international economic cooperation and create a new international monetary system. For what? To ensure a forex rate, ensure a foreign exchange rate system, and also to prevent competitive devaluation. You know what do you mean by devaluation? What do you mean? What can be a competitive devaluation, Pranshu?
So, with respect to other countries, when we try to like compete, like our currency is competing with them, and in that order we devaluate.
Very good. Yes. Okay. And also ultimately to promote the economic growth. Okay. One of the major outcome of Bretton Woods Agreement was the creation of institutions like IMF and World Bank. Okay. This both the institutions are called known as Bretton Woods Institution. Bretton Woods Institution. Okay, International Monetary Fund and World Bank, yes, together are popularly called the Bretton Woods Institution. Okay, J.M. Keynes, I always talk about him in the classes, right? That a gentleman, that is John Maynard Keynes, was one of the founding fathers of the two institutes. Okay, so today we will be briefly talking about World Bank. Okay, tomorrow we will be discussing about IMF. Okay, we will be discussing about IMF. The other day we will be discussing about, okay, later we will be discussing about we will be discussing about WTO. We will be talking about, we will be we will be talking about WTO plus GATT, WTO plus GATT, and then we'll be doing this NDB, okay, ADB, okay, and this AIIB in a day, okay. So this is going to be very important lecture for your mains as well as for your prelims, okay. So the World Bank, okay, the World Bank is an international financial organization. Okay, World Bank is an international financial organization that funds developing countries to support development. Okay, so I can just tell you some logic now. So whenever you are talking about IMF, okay, International Monetary Fund, it is concerned with the balance of payment instabilities in disequilibriums. Okay, that is deficit as well as surplus. Okay, that is what this IMF is more concerned. But whereas when we talk about the World Bank, it is more towards social, okay, social development. That is, it is aimed towards eradication. Okay, we can say like this IMF is more like a this IMF is more like a bank, okay, that facilitate the forex, okay. But World Bank is concerned with the development, or we can say IMF is concerned with growth, okay, and World Bank is concerned with the development, okay. So World Bank is like the charity guy, we can just assume like that, okay, and IMF is like a profit guy, okay. The World Bank is an international organization, okay, that funds developing countries to support development. It is affiliated with United Nations, though it is not accountable to General Assembly and Security Council. There will be a statement which states that the World Bank is accountable towards the General Assembly. World Bank is accountable towards the Security Council, okay. Now we need to talk about World Bank organization, okay. World Bank as such, there is nothing, okay. World Bank is not a single organization, okay. We'll talk about some of the organizations under World Bank. That is IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, okay. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. This is the, okay, this is like the middle class, this is like the middle guy, okay. We'll just wait, we'll talk about the other organization. that is IDA, that is International Development Association. This IDA, okay, finance low income countries. This IDA finance low income countries. IDA finance low income countries, IBRD finance whom middle income countries. You should not get confused. Middle income countries. Okay, IDA, okay, IBRD, IDA. IDA for low income countries, IBRD for middle income countries. Then comes IFC. Okay, that is International Finance Corporation. International Finance Corporation. International Finance Corporation, okay, this is concerned with the private sector investment, private sector growth. This is concerned with the private sector growth. This IFC functions, okay, the guides the national nations to create an environment which is suitable for the growth of private sector. That is the duty of IFC. You should not get confused with all the three. Okay. Now comes the other one, that is MIGA. MIGA. MIGA means Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Means there will be, suppose this is India, there will be investment from Africa, there will be investment from Mauritius, there will be investments from USA, UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, from everywhere there will be investment coming towards India. So this particular agency, okay, like this particular agency protect the risk of that investors. Like there will be some political shift or there will be some sort of other issues which need to be addressed. So this MIGA, what will do? This will give guarantee to, okay, guarantee to the private, okay, investment. Private investment, MIGA. Then comes the ICSID, okay, ICSID, International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute. Okay, this 3-1 is related to private. That is, this is for the dispute redressal. Dispute redressal. Okay, this 3 is related with the private entity participation, which all IFC, MIGA, and ICSID. Okay, these two are collectively called World Bank. That is IBRD plus IDA. That is middle income countries, lower income country financing agencies. That is IDA plus IBRD is called World Bank. Okay, the whole collectively called as World Bank Group. World Bank Group. That is, these organization comes under the World Bank. Okay, that is IBRD plus IDA is equal to World Bank. Okay, plus IFC. Okay, IFC is to promote the private participation. Plus MIGA, that is to protect the investment. Okay, plus ICSID, that is for dispute redressal. This everyone collectively known as World Bank, okay, World Bank Group, World Bank Group, out of which this one, ICSID. Be very careful, this ICSID, India is not a member. Why? Because we have this tendency to not being members in international judicial activities. India is only the member in ICJ. Than any other international judicial forum, India is not a member. India doesn't like that, because according to India, okay, this membership will question the sovereignty of the Indian law of the India. Sovereignty of India will be questioned. Okay, so that is why ICSID, okay, India is not a member. These are the possible questions, okay, that we can expect from, okay, we can expect question from this particular chapter. Okay, let's look at these boxes. That is IBRD. We have told International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Okay, there are 189 members. It is established in 1960. It is financing, yes, that is what I told you. Middle income developing countries. Okay, middle income developing countries. Okay, India is a member in this one. Okay, India is a member. Okay, then comes IDA. IDA is for international development, and in this India is a member, but they provide loans to low income developing countries. Next one is IFC, that is International Finance Corporation. Okay, International Finance Corporation. In this, India is a member. Okay, what they do? Investment and advisory services to boost private sector growth. That is the idea of IFC. Okay, then that is the next one, that is MIGA, that is Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Okay, this agency, okay, India is a member, it assures political risk insurance and credit enhancement guarantees. Okay, then ICSID, that is International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute. Okay, international, this is, you should be noting that, as I told, India is India is not a member of this particular organization, or maybe India, we can say like India is not a member of this particular World Bank organization. Okay, yes. Then some normal trivial. The World Bank was founded in 1944 at UN Monetary and Financial Conference, commonly known as Bretton Woods Conference. Okay, convened to establish a new post-World War II international economic system. Okay, it began officially began his operations from 1946. Its official name was IBRD. Okay, IBRD was the official name initially. Then they become World Bank. Okay, so the headquarters is in Washington DC. India is a founding member. Okay, to become a member of the bank, a country must first join the IMF. That is, if you want to become member of World Bank, you should be a member of IMF. This is a must. Okay, you understood? This point you understood, that if you want to be a member of World Bank, you need to be a member of IMF. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, super. Then, like, yeah, these are the goals of World Bank. That is to end the extreme poverty by 2030. That is, the extreme poverty should be eliminated by 2030. Then, boosting shared prosperity of the poorest 40% of the population in all countries. That is to okay, in every country they should be serving at least 40% of the people. Okay, so there can be a question, like, that's why I just added this thing also. The bank's first loan was to France. Make sure the World Bank's first loan was not to India. The question will be like, the World Bank's first loan was given to India. The answer is no. The World Bank's first loan was given to France. The first loan to a non-European country is also not India, it is Chile. This can be a very confusing statement. They will say like, okay, first of all, they can say like, first country to receive a loan from World Bank is India. No, it is France. Then they can say like, the first non-European country to receive the loan was India. We should say like, no, it is Chile. Okay. Now we will just look at each organization. Okay. So the first one is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development is an international financial institution that offers loans to middle-income countries. This is the keyword. Whenever you are listening to IBRD, MIC should come to your mind. Okay. Yeah. Whenever we are reading at the name itself, IBRD, reconstruction. Reconstructions means what? There was something already constructed which got damaged or which got destroyed. We can say like during the war time they got destroyed. So we need to reconstruct. So that bank is IBRD, okay, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Okay, commercial grade construction financing to sovereign states to fund projects that seek to improve transportation and infrastructure, education, domestic policy, environmental consciousness, energy investment, healthcare, access to food, portable, sanitation, everything. Okay. Then comes the IDA. What you should come to your mind? Low income country, LIC. Okay. Okay. IDA. Okay. IDA, LIC. IDA, LIC means low income countries. It was established in 1960s as an international financial institution that offers concessional loans and grants to world's poorest developing countries. This is the thing. Low income country, that is world's poorest developing countries. Okay, so there are members are like 174 member countries are there. They provide interest-free loans. This also you should be on. Period of 25 to 40 years with a grace period of 10 years, which is like it is long term. Long term. Okay, this also should be long term. Okay, these loans are mostly long term, but when it comes to IMF, this can be short term too. But World Bank mostly give long term. Okay. Then International Financial Organization. First thing, private growth development. We need to increase the private participation. Established in 1956 to advance economic development by investing for profit and commercial projects for poverty reduction and promoting development. It is the largest global development institution focused exclusively on the private sector in developing countries. Very important. Okay? Yes. We will read something about masala bonds. Okay? Masala bonds are issued by IFCs. Okay? Masala bonds are issued by IFCs. Okay? Then comes Multilateral Guarantee Agency. It was established in 1988 to complement public and private sources of investment insurance against non-commercial risk in developing countries. You should be very careful with this thing. Okay, it is for non-commercial risk. Commercial risk means what? Commercial risk means the profit were low. There was no sales. So that are commercial risk. Non-commercial risk means what? It can be environmental, natural hazard, political turmoil, security threats. Okay, these are included in non-commercial risk. Okay, it provides non-commercial guarantees for cross-border investments in developing countries. MIGA issues guarantees for up to 50 years and occasionally 20 years. The minimum length of don't need to know. Okay, we don't need to. Then comes International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute. Okay, established in 1966 by Convention of Settlement of Investment Dispute. Not important. Just know India is not a member. The question will be like, India is a member of all World Bank groups. This will be the question. True or false? Monisha, true or false? Ranshu?
Someone. Yes.
Okay. Well,
False.
false. Okay. Yes. Then the World Bank is run by a very minimal thing. The World Bank is run by a president and executive director at various vice presidents. Just very basic thing. Okay. This is a criticism. Throughout the World Bank's history, the bank's president has been an American citizen. This is a criticism. Okay, you understood, Pranshu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is a criticism. Okay, now voting power of the World Bank in World Bank. Voting power is based on a country's capital subscription. Okay, that is, this is 100. If I am subscribing to 30% of the capital, I have 30. My vote have 30%. This is what is called country's capital subscription based voting power. Voting power is based on country's capital subscription, which is based on economic resources. Okay, economic resources. And thus, the wealthier and more developed countries constitute banks' major shareholders and exercise greater power and influence. Second criticism. You got it, Pranshu? You got this one? This criticism?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, this one, second one. Okay. There will
Yes,
be a
sir.
question on the failure of. Yesterday we were talking about the multilateral organizations are failing. You may just bring up these examples like the World Bank, where the presidents have never been from any other countries except USA. Those kinds of questions can be asked. These kinds of points can be brought. Okay, and then like we can say, right? United States is the largest single shareholder with 16.141% of votes. Japan, Germany. Just read this. They can make it USA. They will say like after USA they will put China. You might feel like yeah it is correct. No, it is USA, then Japan. In World Bank it is USA, then Japan, then who? Germany, then UK, then France. Okay, we know that France is the first nation to get loan from World Bank. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Achievements of the World Bank. The World Bank mediated 3 international disputes. Our Indus River water system dispute, Indus dispute. Okay, now it is standby. It is not cancelled, it is on standby. Okay, then nationalization of Iran's oil industry. Then Aswan High Dam. This can be a question. Aswan High Dam is on which river? It's in Nile River. It is mediated by, okay, that construction, financing is done by World Bank. Okay, those kind of questions can be asked. In 1990s, the bank assisted former Soviet nation in redirecting their economics after the dissolution. Okay, don't do it. This is a thing, very, very important. Global Environment Facility was established to further the focus on safeguarding the environment. Okay, now read this. This can be one from any. You can guess like global monitoring report is published by A. IMF, B. World Bank, 3. ADB, 4. AIBB. This will be the question. You should be in a position to understand that these reports are published by World Bank. Okay, so reports published by World Bank. World Development Report. Take this word, development, mostly associated with World Bank. Okay, Remittance and Migrations Report. Okay, Global Economic Prospect. Poverty, I told you, poverty, social development, World Bank. Poverty and Shared Prosperity Report. Global Financial Development Report, again development, World Bank. Okay, Logistic Performance Index. This will be a bit tough to predict if you are seeing this for the first time. You might think that it is by another organization, any other organization. Okay, World Governance Indicators, Global Monitoring Report. These are the indexes and reports that is published by World Bank. Okay, yes. Now the projects funded by World Bank in India. Okay, the projects funded by World Bank in India. The first one is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, National Ganga River Basin Project, Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project, Eastern Dedicated Flight Corridor, Bihar Kosi Flood Recovery Project, Grid Connected Rooftop Solar Program Project. Okay, read it. Okay. Currently, UPSC in a very unpredictable mode. They may also ask questions like this. Which among the following, okay, which among the following is not a project funded by World Bank of India? Okay, yes. Okay, then we are going to the last point. That is in 1947, India took its first loan for the development of Indian railways. Okay, the World Bank and India have been working together to meet the development goals of growth, stability, and social development. General point. The World Bank has provided assistance to India in multiple fields such as agriculture, infrastructure, health, education, rural development, and supporting the development of oil and gas extraction facilities. Okay, Pranshu, you there?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so shall we wind up?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.